I'd like to share a story with you today about the necessity of life insurance as an integral part of providing real financial solutions for all of our customers. As Farmers agent Tim Carlson says, it's important to expect the best out of life, but it's also important to plan for the unexpected.
It all started being a new agent. You know, your district manager's on you to make phone calls to people. So I'm in the phone book, I'm calling people, and I get down to the H's, and I called the Henriques family. Mary answered the phone that day and was willing to talk to me, which was a plus right there. And we started discussing their auto coverages, and she agreed to let me come out and review the coverages that they had because their previous agent hadn't discussed it or, explained what coverages they had. So she advised me that her husband, who works in a dairy, works very long hours, and when he gets home in the evening, the last thing he wants to do is talk about insurance. So the best time to come over would be for lunch.
An agent, it shouldn't be somebody just has insurance. It's, you got a little problem, you're able to meet together and work it out and see what's going on. And especially for people that don't know how to do paperwork, you want to have an agent as your friend, that's for sure.
We sat down, and that was actually the first of many lunches that I was going to share with Dennis and Mary as we looked at their insurance needs and discussed ways to protect their family. Obviously, after we did the auto insurance, then the focus turned towards protecting the family's financial future and what life insurance needs they may have.
If we didn't have insurance today, I don't know, I'd probably be, I don't know, it wouldn't have been a pretty picture.
Now we realize that there's a real need on the non-working spouses, and I think oftentimes in the past that's been overlooked.
Some people think, whoa, why life insurance? Well, you don't have to die to collect, but it could be for another part of your family goes through a tough time, and then it helps you out. I mean, I think that was the smartest thing I did.
I got the call that night from Dennis after the accident happened. It was about 10 o'clock at night. I didn't believe it. I thought he was joking, and I told him it wasn't funny. And he said he wasn't joking and it was true, and that Mary didn't make it.
I asked the officer that was there if I could go on through. And he called ahead, and it took a couple minutes, and he said, sure. As soon as he told me to go through, I just knew that it was my wife.
Of course, he was distraught and didn't know what to do, and it shook me up too because, with a lot of our clients, we're developing relationships and we become friends with these people, and you just can't separate yourself from that. And I had just spoken to her a couple of days prior, so it hit me pretty hard too. But you have a job to do, and I kind of felt like, okay, now is when I have to spring into action and really make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to go, because that's my job, and Dennis, he has enough to worry about. He doesn't need to worry about the financial end of it. He just needs to be with his kids and go through the grieving process. So it was good to be able to step in there and take care of the financial end of it for the family. It gave me a lot of personal satisfaction to do that. We can't replace people, but when a tragedy like that occurs, it can be lessened somehow if there is the cold hard cash to just get the job done, whether it's hiring help to come in and take care of the house, or possibly even having enough money so that the remaining spouse can actually take some time off from work and spend more time with the children, because they're really going to need that extra attention. When they used to get it from two parents and now they're only getting it from one, it puts an increased burden on that one person. And I think we as agents, it's our responsibility to at least show our clients what is available, what they have at risk, and actually do a needs analysis. And it's really very simple when we sit down and tell them, and ask them about their goals and their dreams for the future. Do they want their children to go to college? If so, how are they going to pay for that? if one of the spouses is gone, we have to plan for that. And I always tell people, we don't want anything bad to happen, but we really have to plan for the worst, hope for the best, and just take what life gives us and deal with it the best we can.